Welcome to the Long Island Metro Aquatic Invasive Species Task Force, also known as LIMAIS. What is LIMAIS? Good question. LIMAIS is a partnership. So we span Long Island, New York City, and the Lower Hudson, and we connect partners on aquatic invasive species issues. So partners can include local, state, federal agencies, as well as researchers, nonprofits, for-profit organizations that work with aquatic invasive species. And our current leadership for LIMAIS is from the Long Island Invasive Species Management Area. That's where I'm from. Also, the New York State DEC Invasive Species Coordination section. So, working together, we schedule these meetings and build these partnerships. There are more than 20 partner organizations in LIMAIS, and that's an estimate. There might actually be more, and we're always wanting to grow that and build the community. So what does LIMAIS do? We have quarterly meetings like this one, welcome, for information sharing and planning development. There's also periodic working group meetings to advance efforts in smaller groups and really get that work done. There's collaborative field projects, especially in the summer, for surveying aquatic invasive species together, doing some of that management. There's also education and outreach initiatives, especially in New York Invasive Species Awareness Week. There are partner spotlights to highlight the work that we do as individual organizations. Right now, it's through the LISMA newsletter, and also professional training opportunities in invasive species identification, surveying methods, and more. Some of our goals are to reduce the threat of aquatic invasive species through that strategic prevention, early detection, management, and education, and at the same time build professional capacity and partnerships across the region. Right now, we have 6 working groups. The restoration working group you'll hear from is working on best practices for post-aquatic invasive species management, currently focusing on Ludwigia pipiloides in the Peconic River. There's also the marine outreach group that works on prevention and early detection of marine invasive species, and previously made some marine invasive species identification cards. There's the 5-year plan working group that's working on updating our LIMAIS action plan. That's where these slides came out of to try to build awareness in what LIMAIS is and what it could be. The development working group working on professional development, identification needs for LIMAIS members. Water body prioritization to identify the highest priority water bodies for protection. And also, lastly, the eDNA working group that's working on exploring some ideas in eDNA surveying for early detection of aquatic invasive species. So there's an overview, and you could jump into any one of these or be more involved if you'd like. As part of that 5-year action plan group, we developed this survey to get feedback for things you liked or didn't like in the past 5 years with LIMAIS and what you'd like to see in the future. So there's a QR code. Keep it up for a second. And I think we could also put the link in the chat. We definitely want to hear your feedback and direct how we want to use this group moving forward. Right after I stop sharing these slides, I could put that link in there too. And lastly, to stay in touch, we do have a webpage on the LISMA website to talk about LIMAIS. Yes, the link is in the chat now. And also the LIMAIS SharePoint, which I think Steve will explain how to access soon if you can't get it, but you could always email Steve to get that access. And thank you. Welcome to LIMAIS.